everybody, welcome to the channel. It is March 10th, 2026. I'm going to read some cards, get you a storyline. We got some stuff going on, and some curiosities, and apparently final decisions. Hope the day is treating you kindly, everyone. All right. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what is the planetary circumstance right now for the collective? We got some folks leaving. And we apparently have final decisions for the Satan or whatever, whoever has been controlling the planetary gate. They're making a final decision over who they believe to be the strongest ones, because that's what they do. They harvest the strongest ones. They go after the strongest ones, and then they maintain that, or they try. So apparently we got a big fight coming with whoever it is they decide is the strongest one. And by when, I mean power couple. The most significant interference with the greatest authority. There's a universal gatekeeper out there who then has say-so over who the planetary gatekeepers would be, right? So they want to take her out, but apparently there's another. They've been speaking about an African-American woman. Take it as it resonates. The other day, I was kind of laying, throughout the evening, listening to these guys go on and on, as I always do. I swear I don't know if I sleep or not anymore. But as I was doing that, the words "get ready" ran through mine without sound. So there could be something significant about ready to happen. Holy Spirit, Divine Spirit, what's going on with the planetary circumstance? Please, what does the collective need to know? What does the collective need to know, please? What does the collective need to know? We got the Lovers here on the bottom of the deck. All right, in the central energy. Ace of Cups. There could be proposals or marriage. Your cup is running over. In the challenge position. The Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Securing the foundation. In the subconscious. The Two of Swords. You got your guard up now. I mean, now that you've lived through centuries of this abuse and you've been emancipated, it's like now you're being very careful about what you entertain. In the recent past, this came out and flipped into the upside down. We got the Four of Swords in the reverse. Somebody's exhausted. They're not able to put something to rest. Intentions and expectations. The Two of Cups in the reverse. Imbalance, disharmony. They're exhausted. They're burned out. They're not able to tap into this couple. They're unbalanced. Maybe their partnership or whatever that is that they this power dynamic that they're involved in. Maybe it's not what they were thinking it was. This Sun, the Empress, is persevering through whatever challenge this is. In the near future. King of Cups. King of Cups. The lens is being looked through. The Seven of Wands in the reverse. We've got overly protective or, again, exhaustion. So we've got exhaustion and burnout. Somebody's confidence is destroyed. They didn't get this Two of Cups union. In the environment. The Three of Wands. There's an enterprise, some kind of an enterprise overseas. Whatever this is, it could be affecting something overseas. What the? Are you kidding? There's an ant in my tea. Whatever that means to you. Little ant poo never hurt nobody. When you get fruit trees, you kind of get accustomed to that. All right, hopes and fears. Four of Wands, community, homecoming, overseas. There's like a transfer happening. Nancy Pelosi said a few years ago that most everybody was going to wind up in Africa anyway. And I don't know what these leaders, these politicians know about this transfer. They know something. They're redistributing the wealth. They're shutting down programs. This is a new beginning. And we got time travelers, although they've lost the goddesses of time. So I don't know that they actually have the ability to create or mutate timelines anymore. The outgoing energy. Empress. Empress. Evolution. 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 And the wheel turns, and there's a chariot here. So the Empress could be taken off. I mean, there could be this transfer happening very soon. And due to the research that the High Priestess has done, there is judgment and punishment and a celebration here, because you're moving on and you're leaving behind this Ten of Wands burden. So you're out of here, and you're entering into a love union, and it looks like with the passionate King of Wands. King of Cups is right there as well. All of your hard work here has brought about an ending. And somebody's disappointed. This magician's disappointed, and they're walking away from your life of luxury. There's a Page of Swords trying to figure out how to communicate. Now they've lost all the money. They're in a Five of Pentacles while you're coming into the 9 and 10 of Pentacles. So these powers of 3, they have failed with the Devil here to destroy the Empress, to destroy the planetary mother. It's really sad, man. The Star, the healer, the rejuvenator, the one that reinvigorates and brings life to those beings that the devil had drained of soul value. Like, I'll never forget, a few years back, I was at the park and there was roller coasters and everything, and those go-karts. And there was a young man that came in, and he was just he looked like a zombie, kind of. There was no joy in him, no life. It was like almost 100 degrees. He was dressed all in black. He was pale. And he just looked like living dead. And he was walking through. There was no happiness in him at all. But he was there, and then he kind of walked over, got on a go-kart, and just kind of drove around a little bit. But there was no life in him. And I really feel that these will be given they will be reinvigorated. I do believe that this mother figure of the planet is pouring life into people and giving them back what had been taken from them. Healer. I think I'm going to leave this one out this time. Do these ones. See, we can save some time down on this. So we got the Ace of Cups here. A whole big cup of love. Could be a new baby, a marriage, a proposal, some kind of love. Stalking their socials. So there's a proposal or a marriage. You've got somebody stalking their socials. Somebody's secretly obsessed with your love and your love life. Four of Pentacles challenge is what? Scarcity. It could be challenged that you have control of the foundation. Love me, leave me, back and forth. Unstable affection. Stalking your socials. Somebody's stalking you. Two of Swords. Avoidance. You got your swords up. Muted, not moved on. Somebody's hiding their feelings. Somebody's hiding their feelings. We've got avoidance. Somebody's hiding their feelings. You're trying to avoid them. They're hiding their feelings. You deleted me. Cut off. Cold exit. This could be somebody's ex, somebody that another person walked out on. This jealousy. We've got Four of Swords in the reverse, exhaustion and burnout. Triggering, projection. Fake apology, manipulation. Two of Cups in the reverse. They didn't get the union. Breakups. There's a breakup. Burned the bridge. Burned the bridge. They left you hanging. They were gone too long. Dude decided to what? Come back after 3 brutal lifetimes to try to re-up the freaking contract? Whatever. King of Cups is here. Divine Masculine, I think. Let's see what's going on with this King of Cups. blocked AF. Ghosted, silent treatment. King of Cups, blocked AF. Seven of Wands in the reverse. Destroyed confidence. Talking to the void. No reply. You don't care. Don't bother. Blocked AF. Don't reach out, King of Cups. Don't bother. You burned the bridge, man. We got the Three of Wands. Should have been done. Dragging on. Already over. And denial. It should have been done. Foresight. Expansion. Dragging on. Four of Wands. Community homecoming. Love bombing. Love bombing in the community. Confusion. The Empress is in the outgoing energy. Unsent messages. What was never said, holding back, drafted and erased. Cycle repeat. Unsent messages. The Empress is looking at what unsent messages, what was never said to him. Same drama, different day, stuck in a loop. So it could be, I don't know, the Empress is here. Evolution, unsent messages, cycle repeat. Those who never communicated with you, those who did not send the messages, they have to cycle repeat. Same drama. Can't move on, stuck in a loop. Can't move on, stuck in a loop. Why? Because you're free. You're detached. So the Empress is healed, not hooked. Which means there's a holding back. So whoever it was that was trying to hurt this Empress, she's like, go on. Because they chose somebody else. And she's like, okay. They used and discarded her, and she's like, okay. It could be that she's looking at these people who chose others, who were unfaithful, who used others, and then discarded them, and then hurt them, you know, left them in this kind of a energy, and looked at them like they were just freaking cruel, right? So the illusion has cracked. There's a reality check. They never showed up. They were emotionally unavailable. And now there's no more justifying. You got to protect your energy. Protect your energy. Well, we're going to have to find out what's going on with the Empress there. What's going on with the Empress? Healed, not hooked. The Empress is detached. She's got clarity. Ace of Cups, a marriage. Somebody's stalking a married couple. Somebody's stalking. They're secretly obsessed. Reckless sex. So somebody's married, and you've got this person who's obsessed with you. There could be a new marriage, a cup of love. Somebody's stalking your love. They want to come in and have reckless sex. They want to download your love into them. They want to give whoever your wife is or your husband is, whatever this reckless sex picked up Four of Pentacles. So you could have control of the foundation, or there's scarcity here. They may leave you in scarcity. Love me, leave me, back and forth feelings, unstable affection. Spiritual guru, chaos, downward spiral. A fake spiritual guy, a fake religious guy. You got your Two of Swords up. You're avoiding them. They deleted you. Cold exit. You're free. You're free. They deleted you. They abandoned you. You're a beloved child of the Most High, and now you're free. They deleted you. They deleted you. They decided that it was better to have reckless sex and pretend that they were some kind of spiritual freaking guru, leading people down a path of incoherency, leading people down a path of lust, filthy energy, shared among many. Workplace affair. So somebody could be having an affair with somebody at their work, projecting their inner wounds onto you, fake apologizing. Somebody you're having an affair with at work. You're exhausted. You're burned out. Two of Cups in the reverse. They burned the bridge. Final goodbye. Final goodbye. They're just tapping into you to use your consciousness to gain their stupid mental messages. They're hijacking your intellectual property, your spiritual messages from the divine. But they burned the bridge. Two of Cups in the reverse. This is shocking news to somebody who's been living high on the hog, sleeping with people for profit. Shocking news to Miss Black Hole there. King of Cups is blocked AF, ghosted, shut out, silent treatment. Queen Bee. The King of Cups blocked by the Queen Bee. Silent treatment. Stay the F away. Exhausted. Could be overly protected. Talking into the void. No reply. Because they're a side hustling piece of shit. They tap into the energy of high vibrational Queen Bee energies, and then they download it into their person here, and then they just play games with their mind, and they play around with the energy signature of this person, and then play with this person's mind to make them want to compete. And it's like, honey, come on, man. You don't get to be a Queen Bee by having sex with some fake freaking guru who's side hustling the energy of everybody that they sleep with. Downloading all of that karmic debt from everybody, all the other lovers that they like better. There's an overseas opportunity with the Three of Wands. Preparations are being made. Yeah. So it should have been done. Dragging on, it's already over. Somebody might be in denial. Preparations are being made. First stages of completion. It should have been done already. Somebody's spying on you from secret accounts. Yeah, these karmic ties. They're trying to, this thug is trying to secretly spy on you from secret accounts. Something should have been done already over. They're in denial. They're spying on you from secret accounts. These karmics are in a firestorm of karma. This thug, they're trying to keep it quiet. They don't want anybody to know that they're in a freaking firestorm of karma. It should have been done. It's already over. Yeah, the thug is trying to keep it quiet. They're in a firestorm of karma. They could be having a mental breakdown. They had hoped to go home, to get into this upper dimensional space by love bombing, by reckless sex, by hurting actual true people that had the actual divine messaging. But it was just, so they had hoped for a homecoming, but it was just love bombing. It was just love bombing by Mr. Arrogant. He's losing sleep. He's worried. He's in a trap. He trapped his own damn self by being a freaking hoe bag. They could have left you there. They love bomb you. They wanted you to be stuck in a trap of nobody loves me. I have no value. The queen bee is always better. You know, and then they want to get mean and mad and just go have reckless sex with every freaking buddy. While the boss bitch is like blocked AF, King of Cups, stay the F away from me. The Empress is healed, not hooked. She's detached. She is free. She has clarity. There's unsent messages. Somebody's holding back. They're in cycle repeat. And they can't move on. Because the Empress is healed. And she's getting her wish. So the Empress is healed. She's not hooked. She's getting her wish. Those people that had abandoned her, that chose somebody else over you, they thought they were this big, bad, oh, look, everybody loves me. Everybody wants to fight. Look at how she suffers when I'm not around. Oh, right, whatever. He's blocked AF by the queen bee. She sees that he's just a hoe. With a Jezebel, look, rejected Jezebel. So can't move on. The Empress is here. She's healed, not hooked. She's free and detached. She has clarity. She's getting what she wished for. There's no more messages coming from Jezebel. They're being rejected. They're on cycle repeat. They cannot move on. No more Jezebels in the haven. Jezebel is rejected by those who long for a married life because of the cheating and the pain and the backstabbing and the sacrificing and the theft and all of that. And they're ashamed because they're going to the police station. It's over. These games are over. It's just freaking over because we're fed up with shady mask wearers. And they miss you. They miss bumping heads with you, gaining your soul value, pretending that they are that. They left you hanging. There's no closure left on red. It's goodbye, Divine Feminine. The Divine Feminine. They left Divine Feminine hanging, and they played around with this Jezebel, and they had a great time thinking that they were a big, big stud, right? Because they had all these Jezebels running around vying for their attention. And the queen bee is like, blocked AF, get your fucking wand away from me, you sticky mess. Excuse my language. Sticky freaking mess. Divine Feminine is like, get away from me. Good. Freaking bye. You can say goodbye. Goodbye. They're drinking a Coke. Because they were hot. They detached from you. They chose to detach from you. They left you behind. And now they're blocked. Blocked AF. They don't have a job. They didn't want strings attached. They don't have any soul value. They got the value of a dead man. Their love is hate in the past. They loved to hate you. They left you alone by yourself. They were hoping that you would come back and say, oh, be with me, I miss you. But instead, you blocked AF. You blocked AF. It's like you get that fake love away from me, you freaking fraud. Fraud. So, yeah. So the twin flames who had been trapped in a round and around cycle of this, I love you, pop the question, they're turning their back. They're turning their back. It could be that they're with Divine Masculine turning their back. It could be that the Divine Masculine is with her and they're both turning their back There's legal matters here over what these copycats, these frauds were doing. Having children in your name, tapping into your spiritual bank account, pretending to be you, sweet talking you, and then mirroring you in order to be seen as you in the romance. But now the true colors are seen and they're under pressure. They're effed up over you. Every nasty mental insanity that they wanted you to wear all day long, 24/7, is back on them. And it's too late for these happily single people to be fake busy, to get a life of ease and grace. Because there's a new GPS for family, faithful family. Those who have been praying for family, but have had it denied them. We got a psycho here. They're all up in their feelings. They're having a heartbreak. Come on, man. They're not happy. They're getting readings. They're feeling like shit. They're addicted to sex because that's how they gain spiritual gifts. They don't have them unless they bump heads or gain an energetic entanglement with somebody who does. And we're closing this cycle of them doing that. And that's bad news. It's bad news for those who make a living on sending love messages and doing love spells on others for gain. This jackass is going to have to go through the karmic lessons that they need by performing this trickery. They got to go learn the lessons of it. They're trying to run away. They're trying to run away. But you are seen very clearly. The truth is that you love yourself and you got this high freaking vibrational energy. They tried to paint you as this. They're drinking now. They're trying to drink it away. They're like, oh no, Jezebel got rejected by the Empress. So somebody came up the other day, apparently, the curator was talking about. Somebody went up, I don't know if it was him or this Jezebel. They had an application to enter into the territory and dwell there, and they were rejected. And I guess they were asking questions and such, and they said, well, you're the savior. And they were told that she, whoever she is not their savior, that they had been prostituting people and that they were not welcome in the territory of these children and the future of their families. And so they're really upset. So we got a rejection for Jezebel. They can't move on. The cycle is going to repeat for them. There's unsent messages. Those messages are being rejected. Everything is being rejected. They got to go back and do it again because they thought that they were just going to F their way into heaven, man. Queen Bee she's got, it could be that the King of Cups has blocked AF the Queen Bee, gave the silent treatment. Yeah, backstabbed the person that they were marrying, that they married, and now they're ashamed and they're going to go get arrested, maybe perish for wearing a mask. God is fed up with this crap. You got yourself a high value freaking Queen Bee here, and you chose this Jezebel who's begging and pleading and giving your ego this boost of how great thou art, right? Whatever, man. All they really did was prove their own lack of value, and it's sad that they chose to be that. This boss bitch, this Queen Bee, there's no. I mean, they ghosted the Queen Bee, and now the Queen Bee is ghosting them. She's like, you had your fun. Ace of Cups here. There could be a marriage, and you've got somebody. There's somebody here stalking your socials, stalking the socials of loving married people. They want to get their butt in there for some reckless sex. They need to pollute that union. That's their job, is to pollute married couples' unions. So that's what she's doing. She's stalking marriages And she's hoping that she can go have a reckless sex encounter with the masculine, because that's what they've been doing. In order to bind the divine masculine and destroy his opportunity to be with a queen bee, they had to, you know, tear into that freaking soul value, harvest it, harness it. It's a trick. Something's hidden from you. You might not see it. It's a trick, a scheme to deceive you, deception, gaslighting, and manipulation. The bunny. So you got a female here that's stalking married men or women. Take it as it resonates. Apparently, everything's hypersexualized, and it doesn't matter for these ones whether it be same sex or not. The challenge is that you have control of this foundation. And this spiritual guru is in a downward spiral. It's unstable. This spiritual guru is unstable. The angels, they're getting they're a butt kicking from, this is a new beginning. We've got a new beginning. It's protected by the angels. You've got your swords up, 2 of swords. Somebody's hiding their feelings, a fake calm. They're trying to hide that they're freaking out a little bit because there's a digital closure. You deleted me. They've been cut off. A digital closure. You've been cut off. Somebody's blocked AF. The love child of the Most High is free, moving on, letting go. They can no longer access the mind or the upper dimensional Star Nation soul tribe of Lyra. They can no longer tap into the mystical wisdom. And they're no longer protected by that energy. You're free. So they're stressed out. They're not able to lay something to rest. We got triggered by their projection. And, you know, people, they project their nastiness onto you, and then they come forward and they say, ew, I'm sorry. And then there's a workplace affair. Sleeping with people at work. No real change. Gaslighting again. Could be somebody's secretary. Rage and confusion. Rage and confusion. They didn't get the 2 of Cups. They burned the bridge. They've lost the bridge. They're no longer connected to the upper dimensional space of this queen bee. They've been in that position for some time. They're cut off. We got sacred space in the reverse. So they're in rage and confusion because whoever they slept with at this workplace, they had access to the mind and using the vessel as a bridge and a connector into the upper dimensional space. They're in a rage here because they have been kicked out of the sacred space. They no longer have access to it or the sudden wealth of it. They got exposed. They got exposed. There's a message of concern. And this is the end. This is the end. It's like, you know what? There's an upper dimensional fella. So this is a guy who married or, contracted or something with an actual high vibrational Lyran or something. Somebody who had this mystical wisdom. And then they proceeded to play games with you. And it's like, they're having workplace affairs. You were having a workplace affair. This is a fella. So this is a fella. I feel like this female was in this upper dimensional space, and I feel like this fella came in, this low vibrational rosy boyfriend came in, targeted this high vibrational feminine, and then turned her into a karmic by dumping all of this shit into her and messing with her head bad. making her compete with this queen bee. When queen bee's got them blocked, she's like, eh. We got some folks out there though. They're real upset. Because whoever this nasty POS is, this masculine, he didn't belong in this upper dimensional space. The only reason he had access to it in the first place was because he tagged this. And then he got up into that upper dimensional space and he decided to make all the young girls his little prostitute or whatever. Just go bang it, you know, hit it and quit it, and then come back and re-up and re-up and re-up. You got a bunch of freaking pimps in these upper spaces. And they're sleeping with all the young women, making these promises and then breaking them to play with their mind and to cause chaos and havoc there. These are the rosy boyfriends, the rosiers, the demon lovers, who the only reason that they have access to this space, well, it's through sacrifice. They sacrifice people and then they use the mind and the consciousness to as a bridge and a connector to these upper realms. And since they have the queen bee's energy trapped, they could use that energy and those gifts to pretend like they belonged there. It's really terrible. Love spell. So there's sad news, concerned. They got exposed. They were there for sudden wealth. They're kicked out of the sacred space. There's rage and confusion. It could be whoever they had a workplace affair with. This Two of Cups is in the reverse. There's imbalance. This is shocking news. They were doing this to live in the moment. They've burned the bridge. Rage and confusion. Love spell. They could be doing love spells. Everybody knows they've been doing love spells in order to get this Two of Cups, but it could very well be that it's not working because it's in the reverse. They've burned their bridge, playing games with you, mind games, lies, attempts to disempower, manipulation, intimidate, knowing how to outwit, influence, and control. A narcissistic personality. They wanted to get up there, live the high life, you know, but they have burned the bridge, or the bridge has been burned. The bridge has been burned. These people, this Jezebel, has been rejected. So Jezebel somehow got up into this upper space and then somehow had a workplace affair. I don't know. Maybe it was because of a workplace affair. But now the Empress is not, she's the Empress is there. There's Queen Bee. We got blocked AF, man. Playing mind games. King of Cups, blocked AF, ghosted, shut out, silent treatment, Queen Bee. And we've got this in the reverse. It says, God help anyone who disrespects the Queen Bee. God is not going to be helping this person. They disrespected the Queen Bee. God is not going to help this person, this King of Cups. He's blocked AF. He and his girlfriend are blocked AF. They disrespected the Queen Bee. And God isn't going to help them. Seven of Wands in the reverse. They're overwhelmed. They're exhausted. Their confidence is destroyed. They're talking to the void. There's no reply for this side hustler. They're out there trying to get telepathic connections and tap into somebody that's got some kind of an energy or a gift that they can side hustle. We've got honor. What is ending? There's no honor in these people. There's no honor in these people. There's no need to honor what is ending. It was reckless sex. It was a lot of pimping. It was a lot of brutality against children. It was gender switching the men. It was a horrible RAP fest for the animals. It was terrible what these people were doing. And they have the nerve to say, I'm worried about the people. Well, are you kidding? The worldwide profit scheme is business is run on the suffering of people. So it just strikes me as so freaking odd that these fake gurus, these fake spiritual counselors and shit, these on again, off again, enjoying the heartbreak of a woman as she sees herself less than this queen bee, and then they mistreat every freaking buddy. There's no honor in them. It's just ending. Overseas opportunity, there could be something expanding. Whatever this is an enterprise, and this could be going on all over the world. You know, this is dragging on. Some folks are spying on you from secret accounts, or perhaps people mimicking you from secret accounts is dragging on. It should have been done a long time ago. There's a thug here with secret karmic ties, and they're having a karma firestorm. They could be having a mental breakdown. The evil entity has left. Return to sender, breaking occurs. Black magic failed. Black magic failed. It went back on them. This thug. It could be an overseas thing. Whoever this thug is, they could be overseas. They did something with this woman. The other day, they were talking about an African-American woman, and I don't know what went on there, but we got a firestorm of karma, and the evil entity has left. Return to sender. It's wreaking havoc on them. They could be messed up in the head. We've got this Four of Wands. They were hoping to get into that Four of Wands space. They wanted to love bomb people in that space, and maybe they were. Mr. Arrogant, Mr. My Way or the Highway, they were coming up into this beautiful haven, and then they were playing with the minds and the hearts of innocent and purity. And they were being very cruel to them. Many children suffered big time. They're having massive regrets. They're losing sleep. They might not be able to sleep. They may be having nightmares. They are trapped. They're trapped in the trap that you are no longer trapped in, Empress. Why? Because you healed. The Empress is here. She healed. She healed. And she's getting her wish, you know. These guys are nasty. And it's time for them to go learn their lesson. They can't take her initiate reward. They have to go actually earn it. And they have to earn it by graduating the impossible path that they had for this queen bee. Jezebel is not going to be seen as the Empress queen bee. She's not the right DNA. She doesn't belong to, I mean, this queen bee's father and mother know who she is, and Jezebel just isn't that. There could be a soul activation for the queen bee, and there is a do not enter, black magic. So the queen bee has had a soul activation, and this black magic cannot access her. You've got these nasty jacks out there that are, coming in hot. It looks like eye to eye with demons within, coming in hot. So they're in a firestorm right now. All the demons that they've been calling out on people. I mean, magic is their life, right? Sex magic, group magic, concentration, you know, hardening of the waters, all of this bone scrubbing, you know, this sandpapering crap, you know, eating the pain, harvesting a reward, whatever. Technological, you know, Wi-Fi streaming of anger issues through the mind. We all love that. It's so special. But whatever it is, these people are trapped. They're trapped. They're losing sleep. It's coming in hot. The evil entity has left. They are going to go eye to eye with the demons that are within them, and it's going to be hot. They're trapped there. The Empress was able to heal through all of this really bad, horrible offense to her sacred essence and mind and upper dimensional Star Nation family and all of its wisdom and gifts. They made war there, trying to destroy the Queen Bee's Star Nation soul tribe and family. And they were wearing her face and her energy to do it, using her gifts because she had been trapped. Now it's a big old F you. You're going to be in trouble. Jezebel is getting rejected by the Empress. She got stopped at the gate. She's not this person's savior. They've been pimping people out, and they've been in this process willfully. It's not like they were a victim. They were actually participating in this beautiful get rich quick and have an easy life scheme. But so Jezebel is rejected. We've got mindfulness, calm mind and body in harmony, focused meditation. It's tea time. So the Jezebel is rejected. We're bringing a sense of calm and stability back to the realm. And we've got financial growth, cash windfall, investments, assets, inheritance, good fortune, money comes to me. But it came out in the reverse. So Jezebel she can't move on. She can't move on. She's getting rejected. She's getting rejected by those who have mindfulness, right? Those who are in harmony, those who are spiritually connected to Source, those who have access to these upper dimensional realms. Queen Bee has a new soul activation. The King of Cups is blocked AF, and God is not protecting them because of what they've been doing in these upper dimensional spaces, hijacking her energy, her crown, her intellectual property with this black magic. Lotus eyes, enlightenment, visible through the eyes. Third eye, reflection of cosmic energy within. Jezebel does not have the lotus eye. She's losing her third eye sight. She's losing her money. Because the Empress has healed and is getting detached from all this business, having done all the research necessary. So it's tea time. The ancient teachings illuminate the mind. Like this, this Empress survived. She survived the storm. She was transformed by the storm. And has access to the ancient teachings of these upper dimensional star nations, her actual family up there, right? Meditation, not part of the plan. Avoiding problems, try something new, unexpected path, abandoned danger, a detour. Jezebel is taking a detour. She's not part of the plan. So she's not getting any finances. She's losing the clairs or the third eye sight. She's not going to be able to astral project and then go target people who are married and then try to get a reckless sex connection so that they can bump heads and then tap into that value, right? This is a weird thing, man. You really got to be careful because they are targeting married couples and they're doing this magic over their minds, this black magic. Some of it very twisted and baneful. Keep the vision. Continue to dream. Third eye open for the Empress. She has transformed in this storm. Beautiful, beautiful divine connections. She's achieved her goals and has clarity. And is bringing an end to this. Somebody's bringing an end. Somebody's getting, they're not going to get there. There's no more wishes. There's no more wishes for Jezebel and all of them. It's over. It's over. Because they tried to consume the soul of this Queen Bee. And then they wanted to consume the souls of those family members that were up in that upper dimensional space. So her soul has been reactivated. It's come back online. And this black magic can't touch her now. The white bull, masculine energy, power, dominance, fire, leadership, authority, rules, strong command. Adjust the posture, alignment, balance. So there could be strong masculine leadership right now, adjusting the energetic flow, commanding the energetic flow of the realm now, like lifting that darkness, kind of rejecting it, taking it off, removing it from the path. Those who don't actually have third eye sight, those who've been hijacked, bumping heads with those who do, and then kind of tapping in, hijacking their messaging and pretending that it's theirs. Witchcraft, not actual stuff. And it could very well be that because of your self-care rituals, you're cleansing the negative energy and this dense magical illusion that they're trying to cast over you. Like it's not touching this queen bee, right? So queen bee has a soul activation. The king of cups is blocked AF because he blocked her. God is no longer protecting whoever this jackass was that was playing these stupid games. What an asshole, man. He was targeting the young girls and tagging them and such. What a creep. Anyway, because of your self-care, this black magic isn't touching you. Your self-care, your soul activation, your spiritual baths, all this stuff. These guys are nasty. There's a power struggle. Ego versus heart. Ego versus heart. They're full of ego and pride. The spiritual guru is pitting this young gal against this queen bee with a powerful soul, and this Jezebel is wanting to do things with knives and such in order to get in there, and there's rage and confusion. She's so mad because she's got exposed for what she truly is. The heart is winning here. The heart is winning. Whatever they're doing here, they can't fix it. It's coming back on them. The evil entity has left. They're in a serious karmic storm right now. A fiery storm. They're having rage and confusion because it backfired. It backfired. It broke. And they can't fix it. They cannot fix it. Oh my God. See, you maintain your healing frequency, what you are. This low vibrational, rageful, lustful, nasty sexual stuff. It's not sticking to you because you're a queen bee with a grand soul activation, a humongous energy and aura, a powerful energy of the sun flowing in you. Apparently, you're an ancient person. Long ago, I heard these ones talking about myth. Like you weren't supposed to exist. It's like they thought you were just this child, right? That they could just do whatever they want, but you were like this mythological, freaking mystical, sovereign being. Beloved one, you're free. They're getting deleted, man. They're getting deleted. Their prayers are useless. There's divine intervention happening right now for this queen bee and all of the queen bees. These ones are an abomination and there's no forgiveness. Why? Because they're a thief. Stealing property, robbing you of your energy, your time, your intellectual property, your ability to remain peaceful in your own mind and actually love yourself. They kept running freaking soap operas or radio shows of self-loathing. My belly's fat. I'm too fat. I need to lose weight. I don't wear that pant size, And then your age, right? And your wrinkles. And whether you got to paint your face. I mean, they made us loathe ourselves with this stupid programming. They stole from us our happiness and our right to love ourselves thoroughly and to be loved, right? And they drove us into this pathway of this jealousy. They have these perfect models of what they feel is the perfect woman, right? tall, slender, fat belly, you know, perfect size breast, everybody's perfect, and they took away the limitless potential of what life truly is, and they just erased it from everybody's mind, from what they were seeing on the TV, you know. And it's sad because everybody was left feeling insufficient, and it's just sad. It's one reason I don't watch television. I don't like these people who program people's minds about themselves. They are in an ocean of suffering, emotions, overwhelmed, hopeless, negativity, ignorance, powerless, mental illness, narcissist, grief, anger, weakness, struggles, anxiety, and spiritual death. This person who is playing this game, look at him, he's so arrogant. He's like getting off on it, you know? He just thinks he's all that. Right? Now he's going through a spiritual death. Now he's going through a spiritual death. The divine is resetting this person to whatever it is they feel he's worthy of. A beautiful transformation is coming for you. You're getting this soul activation, Queen Bee, in the near future. And this black magic won't be able to touch you. Nope. And this King of Cups, any Mr. Loverboy or whatever, they are blocked AF. They're not protected by God. God will not help them. You have an upper dimensional connection. Your family is here, and this is coming undone. They feel, you know, well, I may as well share that because that just came right out. It's like, I don't care. Boundaries, emotional detachment, lack of empathy. It's like, for me, the last knife they put in me, it's like, truly, all care that I had for them, it like disappeared. I was no longer interested in giving them my heart. It was strange. It's like I didn't hate them or nothing. It's just that I understood that I no longer owed them an opportunity to just munch on my heartstrings or my heart meats, right? So there's an emotional detachment. Uninterested, unbiased, no thank you, just go away, you know, because you're going the wrong way. I think you took a wrong turn there, sir. Because it's okay to restart. Because you are grounded. You are grounded here with the mother, right? The tree of life. You're being embraced by the stability of the roots of the whole foundation. Yeah. It's game over. Because you're taking flight. You're taking flight. You're leaving soon. You cut through the confusion. They were complaining a while back because there was an insider that was bringing about a change, and that's how it needed to be. I mean, I had heard of that in, you know, prior decades of my life experience, that the watchers and those from outside couldn't do anything, that it had to come from the inside, apparently because there were curses and barriers and magical, you know, hexes and curses and whatever. But anyway, those have all come undone. They've all come undone. So it's game over. You cut through the confusion. You were able to bring up the truth to this, the upper dimensional space here. And now they cannot tap into the minds or the lives of these kitties anymore. Well, let's see. I got this deck. I think I'll pull one more. So yeah, we've got this Ace of Cups, and you've got this woman. It's a woman on the card. Take it as it resonates. But we've got reckless sex too. So there's a feminine lurking in the shadows, stalking social media of married couples who are in love, and then they go in and they target them for an opportunity to have an affair, a workplace affair. It's a trick, a scheme to deceive, gaslighting, manipulation, and it's hidden from them. It could be this spiritual person did some magic or whatever. Because there's a rabbit coming out of the hat. Taboo. It was a crime. They're stalking married couples online, and then they go, and their mission is to destroy that union with a reckless sex and a tag or a hook into the chakra system and the consciousness. So all of the 10 of Pentacles or whatever it is your soul value is and has, they've now taken it. And they can go into this other space. They can use that as a bridge and a connector into that upper dimensional space. And they can wear your face and your energy because they're shapeshifters and all of that good stuff. And create havoc there in your name. Somebody's coming undone. It was a crime to do this kind of stuff. Yeah, they're being tormented. So they wanted to control the foundation. And they could be having a challenge because there's scarcity right now. Mr. Back and forth, Mr. Unstable Affection. This spiritual guru is in a downward spiral. They're having an ego death. They could be getting tormented by the angels, by the archangels. This fake spiritual person that was supposed to be guiding people back to God, you know, who burnt the bridges and all of that stuff there. Yeah, I think they're going to be tormented by the archangels now that these bridges and these connections have been restored. They've been tapping into people this way. This spiritual guide or whatever has been teaching these women to go target these men. It's just a workplace affair. Hey, it's nothing really. And maybe you got sick of it. Maybe you got sick of it and walked away. Right? Because this is a pimp with his person stalking social media, is playing with the queen bee's energy and her gifts. This spiritual guru tapped that queen bee sometime in the past and has been playing around with these Jezebels, stalking married couples on the socials, and then wearing queen bee's energy to go in and have reckless sex with them and break up their marriage. Oh my God. Casting the illusion that she was just a bitter bitch when she's a boss bitch. This mirror is being let go. This mirror is being let go. They tried to delete you. They just wanted to use your energy and to get into that upper dimensional space and to play around and pretend that they were you and then be a royal bitch, you know, because they couldn't be a queen or whatever. So the mirror is getting let go. You've got your guard up. You're like, man, get out. Just get out. Boom. The mirror is being let go. We've got, they're trying to hide their feelings. There's digital closure. Like they may not be able to tap into the digital system anymore to spy on married couples. Maybe the married people are removing this technology from their territory or whatever. You deleted me. Maybe you deleted them. They're hiding their feelings. They got cut off. They got cut off from you. They can no longer tap into your mind. They can no longer tap into that mystical feline energy that you have. The beloved child of God is free. So they're exhausted. Maybe they're exhausted, restless, stressed out. Maybe in the past you were. You just got fed up with it. Maybe they're fed up with it. It's not me. It's trauma triggering, projecting their triggers onto you, their traumas onto you. gaslighting again, manipulating. You got fed up with it. You're burned out. You're exhausted. You're tired. There's rage and confusion with this workplace affair because they've been locked out of the sacred space that they were getting sudden wealth from. They got exposed, and this is the end of them having access to the world. And they got to get off the world. And I don't know if they just got to get off the planet or if the universal gatekeeper is making them get out of the entire universe. I don't know. It's sad news. Message of concern. This is divine timing. They're not going to get a Two of Cups union. They burned the bridge. Whatever this is, whoever these people are that have been up there playing these relationship games, they're all getting kicked out. This is not the place to do that kind of shit, you know. People in these upper dimensional spaces are there because they are moral, ethical, you know, high vibrational, closely, sacredly connected to the creators of all that is and everything that encompasses throughout the multiverse. I mean, they're connected, you know. And we got folks down here playing around, trying to get a free life. They burned the bridge because they've been doing love spells on everybody to attract them like this freaking, so that they could have reckless sex and then tap their mind and get up in there and start doing stuff. Shocking news. They were playing games with you. Mind games. Lying on everybody. Framing people for crimes. Deceitfully convicting them of those crimes. And then kicking them out of this upper dimensional space that they actually belonged in. And that the ones that were convicting them of these crimes actually did not. This is wild. You remained firm. There's unfinished business. It's not over. It's not over. Unfinished business, man. You are firm and you know exactly what's going on here. Clean, decisive. Your hope is coming true. This is it. It could be that you have been investigating on what has been going on here regarding these broadcasts, these pornographic movies, trying to paint all of Earth women as prostitutes. So you found the truth and you've discovered what was going on, and this is the end of their opportunity to freaking prostitute everybody throughout the freaking different dimensions. And these ones are very mad that there's I think she's a Titan. I saw her. It's like I had a brief vision. She was seated on a chair, and there was a woman, like a regular person, standing on a chair, and she was doing her hair, like pulling it back, and she had like a ponytail, but it was very like regal, and I guess that's the magistrate. She's like giant. And these guys are really upset about that. And I don't know why they would be so upset if they're just these little men, which means they're not just these little men. These are uninvited guests that are using this little man's suit as a avatar. And they're real mad that this Titan woman has been resurrected, identified and lifted back into her position here. So there's a breakup. This is a separation. This is the end of the trashy bedroom scene. There's a heavy punishment or something if they continue to show these movies of these women and these because they drove. Yeah, it's just been a really bad. Yeah, because you're getting your dream come true. This is a miracle. The crown is not trash. The crown is not allowing trash. There's no more bedroom trash. Jezebel is getting rejected. Anybody who wants to pimp anybody or prostitute anybody or just play this freaking, reckless sex game within the territory of families and the children that are raised by them, they got to go, man, because this is a dignified, noble space. And you got these masculines, oh man, because look, you ascended beyond the shadow. You are both light and dark, powerful. You mastered yourself in the extreme. You went into the deepest hellhole, and you're very high. You're a soprano. So there's you, the master. Master of the shadow and a master of the light. You are the queen bee. You are being soul activated. Your soul is back online. You survived. You're identifiable. These universal pimps are really, really upset because you're back. You're home. You're back home. You survived. You're identifiable. Everything that's going on here, you're telling. It's like there is this magistrate. There's this judge. There's the universal gatekeeper, and it's like there's all this stuff going on. The black magic will not touch you because your energy is too pure. Yeah. So you've mastered the shadow and the light. You are a fiercely independent woman in both scenes. You know exactly what the snake was doing with these roses. And there is a divine intervention happening here. Somebody misses you. There could be silence. These ones have been complaining about the silencer. They took a gamble. They took a gamble. They were playing games with you. And they've burnt the bridge. They will never get back in. They've been doing love spells. They could still be doing love spells. Shocking news. They were doing love spells on everybody to get a life of luxury. And all of these Jezebels were doing magic. And this spiritual guru right here was also up there dealing with all the little girls. Pedophile, man. Effing pedophile. Spiritual bondage. Spiritual bondage, man. They gambled with you, Queen Bee. Empress. The mystical cat is free. Divine intervention. And miss you. You're the catalyst. You survived, and you're identifiable. You're the catalyst. You're righteous. And you know the most beautiful thing about this? So, that we've been alive for a long time. You know, I had memory of when I first got here or whatever. Man, I saw myself and everything was so lush, so green. And I was so innocent, maybe 15 or whatever. A long time ago. There's been a lot of changes. A lot of changes. So the Apple is going to be getting some financial support here. They owe you finances. You're the Apple. They were side hustling you. There was no honor in them. They were side hustling you to death. They were kept sacrificing you so that they could side hustle the energy of you so that they could make money. This was their gig, man. Sexing people up and then doing this kind of crap. They gained access up into this upper dimensional space by trapping high vibrational, empresses and high priestesses and stuff. And their favorite weapon of war is those contracts, those relationships, those marriages, and that reckless sex. They're talking to the void now. They could be overwhelmed. There's no honor. This is ending. There's nothing to honor here. There was no honor in what they were doing. Three of Wands. Three of Wands. Overseas. So this is an overseas enterprise. It should have already been done. This secret accounts. Over. It should have already been done. So they're thinking that they should have already received an opportunity. We've got a thug that's got a secret with these karmic ties. So they're thinking it should be done. They're waiting here, spying on secret accounts, figuring out what's going on. But what's going on is there's a firestorm of karma coming back. The evil entity has left, returned to center, breaking a curse. The black magic failed. The black magic can no longer go anywhere near this Queen Bee. You got a bunch of men out there that, you know, like the big gorillas they are. They like to use those big, strong bodies to overpower people and such. So they're making plans, but you got a new beginning here. You got a new beginning here. The mother, the royal mother, obviously, she said they're not going to obtain you, and to be prepared that they're not going to survive either. Because we got the scales are being balanced. You're getting a new beginning. Nobody's going to stick that black magic on you ever again, Queen Bee Empress. You healed. You're no longer hooked. You're free and detached. The Jezebel is no longer able to send messages. They're on cycle repeat, cannot move on, stuck in a loop without finances, without third eye sight, because you transformed in this storm. So yeah, you're getting a new beginning. You know, and these guys, they talk a lot. I don't even know where they are. I mean, I don't even know if they're real people or if they're just in one of those little interdimensional doors or something in some freaking wheat field in Nebraska, whatever. So we got the Four of Wands, hopes and fears. The Four of Wands is here, a homecoming. And then we've got this love bombing stuff. Mr. Arrogant is losing sleep, having massive regrets, trying to trap you. They are trapped. It's coming in hot, eye to eye with the demons within. They're having to face their own demons because they cannot put it on you. We've got photographs in the past. Photographs in the past. There was no relationship with you. There was no proof that you were together. They love bombed you, and then they went off to go have their merry little way. They put all these demons on you, but now the demons are going back because you didn't deserve that, Queen Bee. You did not deserve that. You know, high vibrational women who try to love you, that's a real blessing. But you got these ones out here just playing games. It's real fun. So, yes, the Empress has healed. She's no longer hooked. She is detached, getting a wish. The Jezebel cannot send messages, stuck on repeat, cannot move on, gonna stay there without finances, without third eye sight. They're on an unexpected path. The Jezebel was rejected by the Empress in this territory. Her application was denied because she was in the prostitution industry, spying on married couples and then sending people in to tempt them as Jezebel for a workplace affair. The Empress transformed through the storm, and now there's ancient knowledge running through this divine being. Tea time, focused meditation, intuition, hyperdrive. Jezebel is getting rejected. It could be that whoever is there can see very clearly who you are, and they're like protecting you. Soul activation. Because of your stuff, there's nightfall. So the sun is setting on this mystery, you know, that it, I guess, was spun or created by a forgotten person long ago. Somebody who did a thing to the rose. We've got the rose is committed to this sacred space, to making it a safe haven. And the protection is there also, committed to making this a safe haven for, you know, the children, for the youngers, that hope, love is real. And, you know, making certain that these Mr. Gigolos don't get in there to start effing around with the consciousness, the collective consciousness of the branches of this tree, these trees within the territory, right? No more rosy boyfriends for the rose, you know, and then making her take a fall into the shadow. No. This queen bee is dedicated to the family. Because there is, so there has been a solving of the puzzle of this uninvited guest bringing in addictions to the people and being addicted to the essence and the wealth of the people, right? You found the core of the problem. You're the key. And there's, you could be getting a dog or a cat or some animal friends that are bringing a cool down to this. I don't know what that means to you. So the lion and the jaguar, right? But this is like the dog and the cat, the root and the crown, right? You got Anubis and such. So it's like the root and the crown are working together to cool it down, to bring an end to this stuff, to... You got the cats and the dogs all hanging out. So somebody wants to communicate here. That they are in eternal regret for keeping this hidden, for maybe for hiding the truth. This clown is going to be an eternal regret for hiding the truth. The truth about who you are, the truth about what's been going on here, the truth about what they did to the tribe of Lyra, the truth about what's been happening to the Egyptians and all of that, the truth about how they tried to erase everybody, calling them myth, and then tried to exterminate the entirety of the indigenous beings, you know, all of the different tribes. And it's just crazy, man. Crazy. And they did it with this kind of stuff, this reckless sex, right? This false spiritual guidance down a lustful path, and that never cared about anybody. There's a reconciliation here. There's a reconciliation here. Because you have investigated what you have found, what you have investigated and what you have found is causing a breakup, a separation, and an end. An end with those who were riding upon these weed seeds that were portraying themselves as you, right? And they did this because you are firm. You know exactly who you are and exactly what you are. Queen Bee, Empress, healed, firm, master of shadow and light. And you did it all by yourself. And somebody is running away because we've got a miracle here. The crown. You've mastered yourself. You've mastered yourself. These trash that had been trying to sing your song are being silenced. No more, you know, freaking pornographic movies being made with your face or with your clone or whatever, and then broadcast over the freaking universe, trying to destroy your freaking reputation. The snake and all of the roses and the shadows, right? They're exhibits. you and your independent mastery of the shadow and the light. You've ascended. You've got natural talent. You could be a water bender. You could be somebody who can master the elements. Also, they've talked about what do they call that? Where you levitate. Yeah, they say you levitate. Somebody out there levitates. Queen Bee levitates. Somebody is drinking. Somebody is drinking because when they left you alone out there, you did a transformation. You evolved. It's like you evolved through this. You may not have started out a queen bee, but you probably did long, long ago before they started sending you through many deaths and births and many nebulizer events when they stole your identity from you and such, leaving you alone. You evolved. You evolved. You may have forgot who you were, but over the lifetimes, you evolved into the new you. And these ones don't know what to do about that. You're about ready to meet your person. About ready to meet your person. You're getting soul activation here, Queen Bee. And nobody is going to be able to, nobody's going to be able to tap into your mystical wisdom anymore. You are free, recognized as a beloved child of the Most High. Well, I hope that this brings clarification to something that you already intuitively knew, everyone. This is a real nice read for the Queen Bee. And, this isn't a competition. There's many out there that had been kind of bamboozled by this reckless atrocity calling itself responsible. So anyway, I hope that you have a wonderful night, and I wish you well, and I'll see you on the next one, everybody.